right? Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor. I'm back at y'all again. Now, someone just asked me today, how will we actually be able to grasp or to digest information without being able to read a book or go to any type of educational facility to insert the information that we are trying to add to our physical womb, which is our brain. Now, I'm gonna answer that question. In your body, you consist of cells. Cells is something like a disk drive, or it holds information, just like a computer. If you take a disk drive or something, put it in your computer, and you save all of the information, it consists of megahertz. So your body or your cells consist of a nucleus which endows on megahertz, which you endow on megahertz. So before you were even physically thought of or came out of your mother's womb, you were actually inserted by way of frequency or a high vibrational of energy, which is information. Energy is fine-tuning information. So these cells are actually impregnated with information that were set off at that were actually set off for a certain time. So when we're talking about learning, we don't learn. Birds don't learn. Bees don't learn. Lions don't learn. They have the same. They consist of the same cells that is indoctrinated with these information seals that is placed in them before they even come into this third dimensional realm. Now, when we are taught things, you have to understand that we are being genetically modified just like foods. It's just like if I take some natural vegetables or fruits out of the environment and take it into a laboratory and I indoctrinate those fruits or vegetables with information, which is ingredients, what I'm doing is I'm plagiarizing the naturality of those foods. All right. So our cells already have information in it. And one cell contains the same mileage from here to the equator, which is billions of miles away from where we are now in the Western world. So therefore, the information that is set or implanted inside of the cells goes off at certain times. So being that we are in the information age, a lot of the things that we didn't accept when we were in Christianity, for an example, we are accepting today, not because somebody taught it to us, be it known or not. It's because these cells are now going off. Because now these planets are sending off signals into our DNA that is awakening the information that was stored into our cells before we came out of our mother's womb. These are spiritual energies, which is information. Okay? Genetic codes. When we're talking about genetic codes, right, we're talking about something that has been programmed to be set off at a certain time. It's just like if I set my clock to go off at a certain time in the morning. We have cells in our body that has been set for a time to go off. And so today, seeing that the melanated people are waking up and we are actually being inserted with different strands of DNA that is also holding information, because you have to understand that every bone particle in our body holds information. Whether you believe it or not, it's just like sperm cells. Sperm cells holds information. How do you think your child come out of the womb acting like you and looking like you? Because what you are doing is you are indoctrinating certain particles or forms of information into these sperm cells that is actually coming through your child. So the energy that is in your cells could be cells that was here in a past life. So now what you're doing is you bringing somebody you're bringing a child which is actually not your child. From one dimension, this can happen. You could bring another child from one dimension into this dimension. This is why when you see babies dying coming out of the womb, what they're doing is they are so elevated in this dimension that they choose not to come here again. They have enough energy to be rebellious as far as existing on this dimension. So what they do is they take another route and go into another dimension. But depending upon the information that you consist of in these cells, you can actually direct these children to come back, these children who didn't make it to come right back here. Why? Because this is what you call manifestation by way of a third dimension. Manifestation of third dimension, meaning that a part of yourself, a fraction of yourself which came through the womb, which was rebellious, you can actually catch that and send it back into the dimension which it had already been here before, which is you.